Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Tuesday morning to everybody. Is it Tuesday? Gosh, what day of the week is it? Wednesday. Happy. I had to look. Wow, have a coffee. Charity Lawson wins night one of Dancing with the Stars. Now, do they do winners by the week? No, but she did get the highest score. So technically that means she's the winner of the night. We're going to get into this right now. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals, patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind the scenes bonus content. I'll be live at the 10 a.m. hour today and every afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast. So yes, that is right. Dancing with the Stars premiere. Charity Lawson leaves judges speechless and Ariana Maddox gets her revenge. Season 32 kicked off Tuesday featuring the first dances of the season. Okay, so I'm going to go over who lost night one of Dancing with the Stars. Trust me when I say it really pissed me off. I think the person who was sent home unjustly. We'll get to that in a minute. The new season of Dancing with the Stars is officially underway, and the contestants are already setting a high bar. Oh, you see what they did there? The bar, B-A-R-R-E. Tuesday night marked the premiere of Season 4000, which airs as planned despite recent questions about strike rules, live on both ABC and Disney+. The evening kicked off with a dance by the pros to Levitating by Dua Lipa, and new host Julianne Hough joined her returning co-host Alfonso Ribeiro. All right, let's get to the charity part here. Where the hell's Charity? Hold on a second here, folks. We're gonna find it. Charity Lawson. There it is. So Charity, she danced towards the end of the evening, and of course, that means she's, usually they put a good dancer at the beginning and a good one closer to the end. Charity Lawson and Artem Chikvintsev, oh boy, former Bachelorette Charity, found love on a reality show, and now she's already finding success on Dancing with the Stars. Charity danced the tango with partner Artem to Rihanna's Only Girl in the World, and as Bruno proclaimed immediately after their performance, that was a tango stunner. Carrie Ann and Derek agreed. In fact, Carrie Ann was practically speechless, nearly cursing in excitement on air. "What week is it?" she said with a laugh as Charity's fiancé, Dotun, beamed with pride in the audience. "Exquisite," Derek said of the tango that earned the pair the highest score of the night, score 22 out of 30. Okay, so we'll go back into Charity in a minute, but let's go into Matt Walsh. So Matt Walsh is the Writers Guild writer. He's from Veep, and he's been involved in Hollywood for a long time. He's got a very long and storied career. Well, he walked off the set earlier this week when it was found out that the Dancing with the, or maybe last week, that Dancing with the Stars was a Writers Guild production, and now since Writers Guild strike has ended, he was allowed to go back, but it would have been crossing the picket line, as it were. Well, let's go to this clip here and read what the article says about him. I thought he did a fantastic job. He did a cha-cha or whatever dance he did, right? Yeah, cha-cha. And it was a snake wrangler type of vibe, so it was gimmicky. But he had really good footwork. He was very charming. He had good lines. Everything about it was really nice. And he lost. He got kicked out. Matt Walsh and Coco. Joking about his involvement on the show, Matt said, "You don't normally see comedians doing sexy dances." Partnered with Coco, the two danced the cha-cha to a Hazard Waste-themed Poison, and by the end had Carrie Ann singing along. "That dance was different," she said, in tune with the song. Derek, meanwhile, admitted he was mesmerized, even if Matt wasn't an expert dancer. "I forgot to watch the dancing. Great strategy," he joked. Bruno agreed that the performance was entertaining. Score 12 out of 30. What they didn't give him any credit for was that he didn't miss a beat. He had good footwork. Like I said, everything was very charming about him on the dance. So I was very upset that he didn't. I mean, you guys, I'm assuming you watched it. What did you guys think? So I thought Tyson Beckham, whatever his name is, was probably the one who was going to go. Harry from Too Hot to Handle was terrible. He was probably the worst, and yet he's got a large fan base, so he made it through. But I kind of feel bad for Coco here. That's several years in a row since she's joined the show where she hasn't had a good shake. So anyway, the Bachelor Nation, alumni came out to support. Jessica Girard said, "Left no crumbs." And then Bachelor whatever said she slayed. And of course she did slay. She was absolutely great. Let's watch Caitlin Bristow watching Dancing with the Stars last night.
You're all watching Dancing with the Stars. Oh, I have the fireplace on. I have the fireplace on. What? Hi. We are very excited for Charity. I'm actually excited to just see. I feel like all the dancers are like family to me now after touring with them. But so I was excited to see everybody dance. But rooting for Charity and Artem.
I'm on Dancing with the Stars now to repair my childhood trauma.
Well, you're paired with a dick. Alan, I love you. You're crushing it. She's really good, actually. Oh, nice! Great choreography. Love you. Not a dick. This has gone too far. This has gone too far, you guys. It was a joke.
All right, so of course, Caitlin Bristow referencing the fact that she said one of the dancers was a dick, but she said it was just a joke and it wasn't a big deal. And now she's rooting on Charity and Artem right there. Again, always good to see former Mirrorball Trophy winners supporting their own, and also former Bachelorette there, Caitlin Bristow. So there's been 3 Bachelorettes that have won. Caitlin Bristow. There's also been, boy, I'm drawing blanks right here. Caitlin Bristow, Hannah Brown. Who's the third one? Gabby didn't win, right? She was a finalist, but anyway, leave a comment. Let me know. All right, well, we're going to get out of here. And by the way, if you haven't already, check out Reality Steve here. The last 6 minutes of his podcast, he just eviscerates Nick Viall for his lack of reporting he did on yesterday's on his podcast yesterday. I'll play you a couple minutes of this.
I'll keep you updated on anything I hear, and obviously any stories that break with this. We'll obviously be talking about it here on the Daily Roundup.
Here it is.
And I just wanted to end with this. I know a lot of you don't appreciate or sometimes get annoyed with the Nick Viall talk on this podcast in particular, along with even Dave Neal. But I really, really encourage you to go listen to Dave Neal's YouTube video yesterday where he recapped Rachel Recchia on Nick's podcast. And it has nothing to do with Dave just explains it very, very well. And it's the point that I've tried to make for a while. And I've never really understood this about Nick. I have my own opinions about why I think he does it, but I don't know for sure. And the thing that bothers me the most in regards to Nick is he never has to answer for any of his misdoings, He rarely ever apologizes for anything. And, I sit here and I've taken a lot of heat for stuff that I've written and stuff that I've done in the past, and I have owned up to everything that I've done. And it's really bothersome when Nick has had problematic things said on his podcast time after time after time. I call him out. Dave calls him out. Game of Roses calls him out. She's All Batch calls him out. And he never has to address it because I guess he just looks at it as like, I'm better than everyone else. I get more downloads than anyone else, which he probably does. So I don't need to address these little podcasts coming after me. Well, I think you do, because what you're doing is wrong. I just don't see, and this is, Dave talked about it yesterday, and I agree with him. And some of you might think this is nitpicky, but you got to understand, as independent content creators that myself, that I am, that Dave is, that She's All Batches, and Game of Roses, all podcasts that I think you've probably listened to and probably enjoy here and there, as independent content creators, it's not easy. We had to build our stuff from the ground up. He had a built-in audience. He went on 1,700 shows. So he already had a built-in audience that was going to listen to what he had to say. Yet this guy has Rachel Recchia on the show yesterday, or the day before. And it's just flat out amazing to me that he can't acknowledge where he's getting his info from. He has Rachel there, and he says, Tino said recently in an interview. Why can't you say Tino said on Driving with Dave?
Say my name, bitch. What's my name? Say my name, say my name. Even when you're podcasting, I just need to say it. Dave Neal Show. Okay, you get the point, whatever. It's always good to see other content creators stick up. I think I'm going to have to make a reel about this today. Should I cover this any farther? Just the idea that it's like, look, if I do make a reel about that issue that we had yesterday, it's like, it's not really for me, but like for other content creators, like even Kelly Johns, for She's All Batch, for Game of Roses. Like, as when we talk about somebody that did an interview on future podcasts, I think we should call out that there should be some etiquette at the very least and respect to mention the other podcasters' names. Give the audience where the original source came from. That way, if you do misinterpret what was actually said, that they can do their homework. I mean, it's like simple citation, right? It's like that's how it works in print journalism. It should also work that way podcast form. And people have commented, and maybe I'll get into this in a future video. People have commented, say, but Dave, that's not the way Nick does it. I know, that's the point. It's sloppy. All right, let me know what you guys think. We'll be back. Congrats to Charity. I'm very much looking forward to her. She wasn't a dancer. As far as we knew, she was a competitive cheerleader, but boy, is she rocking it, and way to go. Very happy for her, and we'll have more on that content and more coming up right after this.